Good morning, family. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, it's Ashe, Sarah Yanashia. That means, hello, my name is Sarah in Navajo. Alright, good morning. Today is Monday. We have a lot that we're doing around the house. Basically, if I know I haven't made any videos in quite a while, I feel like it's been a month, but it's probably been like 5 days or something, I'm not sure, but I miss you all. Hope you all are doing well. Hope your Monday is doing great. I know it's morning, but by the time I post this it might be afternoon, so I hope your day has been considerably well. Alright, I'll see you in a few seconds. Good morning. Hey friends, my name is Sarah. Welcome to my channel, the Navajo Mama. I'm so thankful that you're on our channel and
Happy Karen! Happy Karen!
Okay. Alright, so today we have a really busy day. I feel like every day has been... Oh, Happy Honor Day?
Yeah.
Oh, she loves Frozen so much. Okay, so I feel like we have been so completely busy. I feel like everything is jam-packed busy. I haven't been able to take a break, and that's okay. You know, we're busy, and the Lord has just blessed us with being so busy, and sometimes He blesses us with time of rest, and, oh! Thank you! Do I look like a princess? Okay, alright, so, oh no. Okay, let me show you how it's done. Baby, come here. This is how you put it on. Come here. Let's see. Good. Okay, so this is how you put it on. Beautiful. My princess. Alright, so it's been a jam-packed busy day. We're kind of bushy haired this morning. I tell you, it's been super busy. She is dressed so completely cute, and I don't know, I fixed her hair and then it just got really bushy. But of course that happens to me too. Oh yeah, it looks really nice. Did you see it in the mirror? You look cute. Yeah. Oh yes. So what Nara's talking about right now is our yard. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how crazy my hair was. Oh yeah. I know, it's okay. So we're draining our pool and the water has just been everywhere, but it's gonna soak up. Give me a hold on guys, I gotta fix what's going on with my hair. I'll be right back. I'm back. I feel like it's much better. Okay, so I feel like it's much, oh no. Ta-da! Thank you, baby.
Someone's old phone and
actually,
it's not mine.
That's my old phone.
Wow.
Yeah, this is my old iPhone. So it's like, it's actually pretty nice despite the finger marks that are on it. If we open it up or if we turn it on, oh, did it die?
I think so. I think we need an Apple charger.
Yeah, we need a charger. Just put it back in my drawer, please, sweetheart. Thank you. Oh, baby, let me help you a little bit, okay? Like that, I guess.
Wow, why do you have so much permanent markers?
Okay, those ones. I had those for work, and I don't want them down because then the littles might draw on the walls. So please put it back. Thank you.
I know.
Okay. All right, Nara, can I talk with my friends? Our family? Okay.
Well, I see my smashing.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Good job! May you like my crown?
Yeah. Hey, look what I found.
Cody, you like my crown?
Look what I found.
Oh, yeah. Nathan found this. It's his Pikachu case for his,
Hey,
for his Nintendo Switch games. What?
I need to put my smash. Everybody, look.
What is that?
It's
Oh, try it. Wow! we're all just kind of chilling and everything in mom's bedroom. Kind of the best place to be.
We are going to do homeschool.
Yeah, we're gonna do our homeschool stuff in like 5 minutes, but I kind of wanted to sit down with you, catch up on some stuff. I wanted to make a condensed video, but I have, oh no! Sorry, Noel threw a toy in the toilet. He's been doing that lately. He's been finding toys. Yes, yes. Unfortunately, Noel is just in that season of life right now to where he wants to throw toys in the toilet, and it's really not nice. It's really not okay. And we don't have a child lock per se for the handles. And even with child-proof things like baby-proof items, we've noticed that he's been able to get past them. He's just like a really smart baby. I feel like a lot of these locks and necessary tools to like prevent children from getting into something, he can surpass them. So it's been crazy. What's up?
I have Super Smash Brothers in there, and I also have Captain Toad and Sonic Horses.
Nice.
I did a video on that.
Nice. Our season of life right now, we're having to go ahead and lock the doors and then unlock it each time someone needs to go to the bathroom. It's just been such a crazy thing because he does like to get up and sorry, my hair in my mouth. But he does like to get up in the middle of the night, crawl out of his bed, and then go do things. Like he likes to go do stuff. And it's been quite intense. So last night I really couldn't sleep because, well, there was multiple reasons why I couldn't sleep last night. But one of them being, I was so worried that Noel was going to start putting more things in the toilet. And this literally just started last night. He's never done this before. It's not a phase that we've been currently just going through. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the yard. And I'm yawning. But I would like to update you on a lot of things. I feel like I haven't talked to you in all... I feel like I haven't talked to all of you in forever. You know, what's really funny is when I went from a stay-at-home mom to a working mom, I was pretty tired in the sense that I was drained, of course, from work and from the routine. Sorry. But when I went from my transition of a working mom outside of the home to staying home to becoming a stay-at-home mom again, although like I was recharged and although I felt, oh yes, like I miss this and this is what I'm meant to do, right? I feel like this is the Lord's calling for me. And not just feel like, I know this is the Lord's calling for me. So when I returned home and I became a stay-at-home mom again, so sorry. I'm so sorry. If I forever yawn, I should like put $1 in a jar. I would end up with maybe $100. But so instantly I felt much lighter. We all as a family felt happier and more secure, and the feeling that you just feel was amazing. And so I had peace with that. But lo and behold, oh my goodness, I found myself maybe even more busy than I was initially as a stay-at-home mom. We had to get into our routine again because I love a routine. Sorry.
God.
Yeah.
Comment below if I should start playing Wii games because we have a Wii. Yeah. It was our mom when she was little.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I beat Omi.
Oops, sorry.
I beat Omi and my cousin at bowling.
Yeah.
Omi was Sissy was like, what?
Okay, so thank you for that, guys.
We call our
forgot
cousin our big sister, Sissy.
You know, that's really, really common within the Navajo culture. You really see your cousins more of brothers and sisters. And so for many Navajos growing, brother, Shana. If they're older, you call them Shana. And then if they're younger, what do you call them?
Brother?
Shatsila. So, speaking of staying at home again and Navajo homeschool, we were doing really good with our Navajo homeschool. I want to say we were doing so well, and then we got thrown for a loop, and now we have to get back into it because we have not been doing any of our Navajo homeschool for like 2 months.
Navajo words.
Yeah, we haven't done our Navajo words. Not like in the teaching setting, because I put up a lot of Navajo words on our wall, all of the Navajo vowels, consonants, everything, and it was super helpful. So sorry.
Are we know in Navajo?
I'm so sorry, guys. I apologize. This is completely rude.
This is what you call how to say mom in Navajo.
Yeah, Shema.
Yeah.
How do you say dad in Navajo?
Guys.
Oh, sorry. She's like, don't tell me, and then I said it. I wanted to get back to this really quickly. So sorry. We haven't really been doing any of our Navajo homeschool, which we're going to start that back up this week. I'm really not adamant, but it's really important to me to build on their Navajo in the setting of school-wise, because give me one.
Navajo wall.
Yeah, we have to do our Navajo wall again. But we do teach Navajo because, of course, you don't need to homeschool to say you're doing Navajo homeschool. Sorry. I am so sorry. This is so rude. I'm sorry, family. I know it's probably annoying as well, but to stay at home at 5, right? And I'm not going to edit this out because this is life, and I want to show you the genuineness of our life. All right, so you don't need to do a Navajo homeschool per se. You can always teach Navajo in every context, daily context. You can teach people, your children, people in your household, Navajo words, how to converse in Navajo, and things like that. So as I was saying, you don't really need to have a formal setting to teach Navajo. You can teach it in everyday context as you're eating, as you're going about life, showing them this is what it means, showing them plants, animals, colors, daytime, numbers, relations, meaning that woman, this girl. So by Navajo homeschool, I mean in the context that we're learning how to say sentences, how to converse, because that is something that's really tricky. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but I feel like anyone can hear Navajo words and you can learn them, but it's the art of putting them together in a fluid sentence. I'm so sorry. What? Oh, she is cute. Okay. Being home again has really just showed me how busy we are. We have been so completely busy. We're busy with our homeschool, busy with things around the home. Being a stay-at-home mom is definitely a lot of work, and I know a lot of ladies have expressed their thoughts on being a stay-at-home mom in the comments, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. So we are busy, you know, it is really busy. It's a busy season of life. I want to make more videos. I want to do more, but I also have my family, and I don't want to neglect things here at the home because, of course, education is important. Family is important. Loving and doing those things are important. But I also want to sit down and talk with you because unfortunately, we've had another loss in my family, and my uncle passed away, and that's been pretty new, pretty recent, and it's, I don't know, it's been a lot. I feel like it's really been a roller coaster with people just passing away, and it's not just people, because like I have family members who passed away. I have my uncle who just passed away, and yesterday I was just kind of like not in shock, but it was like just heavy hearted. Just it was different. So with the passing of my uncle, I've really been teaching my children this is how people can grieve, this is how it's healthy to grieve, and there's no wrong way to grieve, but there are ways that people grieve that can be hurtful to others, because I'm just trying to show them there are different ways to grieve and no way is correct, but this is healthy. So we've been learning so much. Our homeschool has been busy. Our home has been busy. We've been doing a lot of things. We've been putting our pool away because the winter months will be coming up. And I know it sounds silly because we live in a desert and it never gets. I'm so sorry. And the timer's going off. and we don't get snow, but it does get cold. I want to talk with you all so much more, but the timer's going off right now and we got to get to homeschool. I really try to keep myself accountable to the time measures that I give, and I think it also shows them a healthy mixture of how to record, when to record, how to have your phone, and everything like that. So I'll see you in a bit, maybe around lunch. I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, bye guys. Welcome back. So we basically got done with our homeschool. It was pretty lengthy, pretty good. And then we had lunch ready. Sorry, I'm just warming up a quick thing. I made pizza for the littles, and I feel like my camera is like a little greasy. Hold on. Maybe it's just my face. But we got homeschool done. We are having lunch. The littles are sitting down to have lunch. Omi's right here. And
Did have some stuff to say.
okay, what do you have to say?
I want another pizza.
Oh, let's go get another pizza. Yeah, so we're basically just having lunch.
Question about food.
Oh no, Noel's bothering the littles' lunch. All right, I'll be right back again. Feeling goose. All right, so my stand is still broken. I'm just propping up my camera against my drink. But no, today we had our homeschooling. I'm so completely happy because we were able to get all of our homeschooling things done, and it's just a sense of completion and a sense of appreciation when we get certain things done. And we talked about body posture and how we need to sit straight up, our shoulders back, and you do have to stick your glutes out, your chest up, and it's really amazing just being able to show my children our posture affects us in so many ways. So what I was saying was I was teaching our children how our body posture makes a difference. We need to be upright, shoulders up, shoulders back, head up, neck elongated. Like, it's really, really nice to have good support. And our posture makes a difference with so many things. It takes effect with our brain and the oxygen to our brain, and to think clear, be better, just be more happy. Not in the sense of like things are always happening, I'm happy, but it's more of a cheerful sense. You're just cheerful, you're radiant, you're tall, you're elongated. It's really nice. So I was teaching them the posture of walking, the posture of standing, the posture of sitting. It's really, really nice being able to teach my children this. Of course, you could teach your children no matter whether you're homeschooling, they're in public school, whatever the situation is. So I think I'd like to encourage all of you to talk with your children about good posture. Maybe you yourself could have better posture. I know I could. I'm not perfect with that. There's times where I'm driving and I'm just like, ugh. But it's like, no, you have to have good posture. You have to have good posture. It's really good for so many things. And we want to teach our body good habits, not bad habits, right? So I think it's really, Yes, go ahead. Oh, thank you for asking. So it's really nice when we practice and partake in all of these things. I think it's really cool too to show our children like how awesome our body is, that our body has the ability to affect us in so many ways. Not only physically, but mentally, our health-wise, even spiritually. I mean, it sounds crazy, but I feel like when we're just standing upright, our posture is good, we're meditating, thanking God, just reading His Word and really taking into account to how amazing He molded our bodies and how we are the holy temple, and it's amazing. So it does play into a lot of things. I hope my children will be able to carry this with them throughout the rest of their lives, that posture is important. And I also want them to know that their bodies are amazing. Don't be shy to put your chest out. Don't be shy to put your shoulders back, your bottom a little out, because you do need a little round. And don't be shy. I encourage all of you to have confidence and strength with your posture, with your smile. And I teach my children about that. Like, we don't want to walk around stoic, and just have that face. Like, it's not okay, it's not pleasant. And I told them a part of our Navajo culture, people were just stoic, they're strong. And doesn't necessarily mean you have to always not be smiling. It's good to smile. It's okay to smile. I know at certain points when I was growing up, I was told like if you laugh a lot or if you smile a lot or talk a lot, that's bad. And I was taught that so much early on, and I remember that just from like my community, my relatives. But I slowly began to learn this is me. I'm cheerful. I want to talk. I want to laugh. I like to have others laugh, and that's really good. It's not a bad thing. So I do teach my children like you have to take a grain of salt with everything. But right now I have my cup of tea and I'm gonna eat for a little bit and then I'll join you in a moment. Kind of want to just talk about a couple of things that I've been really thinking about this week. I want to share with you one of my favorite songs that I've really been just chewing the words on and really taking into an account my feelings, what it means to me, and just how I can use it for the glory of God. So I want to talk with you about that. It's one of my favorite songs. I've been really like just listening. I don't want to say meditating because that's not really what it is. It's more of, I don't know the exact word, but I know it's not meditating. But I will share that with you in a little bit. So I'm just going to eat. We're going to nurse Noel, get him down for his nap. Hopefully he takes a nap. We've been locking the doors today so he doesn't throw toys in there, because he did throw a toy in there today, which you saw me. I was like, ah! And I ran over there and I got it. But it's okay. He's little. It's part of learning, part of growing. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit, okay? I'm going to eat. I'll see you in a couple minutes. Hey friends, I found a moment of quiet time that I feel like I have, although I do apologize because my littles are awake and they are roaming around about. They are doing certain projects. So today is Monday. I feel like I kind of shared with you abruptly and briefly kind of what we've been going through this past weekend, the past week. And we've been in a very busy season of life right now. We're taking the pool down, we're acclimating to homeschool again, finding our routine. We have our co-op starting in a couple of weeks. We're excited for that. We're slowly venturing out again, doing what we normally do, going for walks, meeting friends at the park, and just pouring into life completely, right? So I want to share with you, last week, maybe a week and a half ago now, our daughter, she just turned 4, and she's our second youngest. She turned 4, and that was a major deal. I think in my last video I was talking about the football team, Thursday night football. Kevin, you are very, very observant. I saw that you saw the decoration in the background. Of course, if you ever need help with decorating, let me know. I love decorating. It's one of my skills I just really love to do. I would not charge you. I just love to help bring my vision to life for certain events, and I feel like that's a God-given skill that God has blessed me with because I love to celebrate events. So if you saw, we decorated our whole entire living room. It's still up. A bit of the things have come down. We've taken certain items down as far as like the lights. We had so much more decoration up. But our daughter turned 4. We had a princess themed, and we're just so completely overjoyed. I, for one, was so completely overjoyed. And it goes without failing that I always get emotional. I always get so sentimental when it comes to birthdays, not just for like our 4-year-olds, but for every birthday. But that day was specifically just so endearing. And we had a birthday party for her over the weekend. Our family came. We invited my husband's side of the family, so the only one who came was his brother. But we really appreciate him coming and being able to celebrate with us. And I know it's so hard for families who can't all come together because there's commitments, work requirements, distance, health concerns, and that's okay. And so we're just really, really happy. We have our little guy who is turning 2 at the end of this month, and we're having a party for him. But my parents and my family will not be able to be there because they're actually going on a trip to go see one of my brother who lives out east, and they're gonna go visit and love on his family. And so they're gonna miss out on the birthday party here, which is okay. It's all right. So we had a birthday party, and I kind of want to share with you just how appreciative I am. I am so appreciative. So my 4-year-old's birthday came up and my parents were here, and let me just tell you, I was emotional the whole day. Not emotional, just crying. No, but I was emotional. I had the ability to share in this moment decorating with my children, with their grandparents, my parents, and to me, I've just been losing family every month. It seems like it felt like every other week I was losing a loved one. We lose people and we don't even know when we lose people. Life is so fragile. It's unpredictable. And so we were decorating for my children for my daughter's 4th birthday, and putting up the balloons, putting up the streamers, putting up the swirlies and everything was amazing. I saw my dad, he was like bringing the ladder around, and he was like, where should this go? And I'm like, there, anywhere. And when you're planning a party, you know you can get into your head about things, and you know you could kind of get easily, upset, like, oh, the time's not going right, people are coming, the food's not, like, that's a process of itself that can happen. But I've been feeling peace, and I've been feeling extreme peace too, where when we were decorating for the event, I was just like, it doesn't matter, like, let's put it up. It's okay if we're running a little bit behind, because I used to be like an on-time person. I like things on time, and Mommy, God has really been giving me like, yeah, look. Cute. Oh, she's cute. Oh, she's so cute, baby. Yeah. That's cute. Bye. Oh, hi. You're so cute. So it was a process of itself, and I feel like God has really been molding me, telling me to appreciate the pause, appreciate the slowness in life, and don't always be a Martha, Mary, like don't always, I think it was Mary, don't always be so busy, and then also don't be lazy, but be in between. And I've been finding true peace with that. And when my dad was putting up decorations with the ladder, I was appreciating being able to see my parents still carry a ladder and climb up the ladder and put up fun. And seeing my mom just put a spin on it and like doing decoration on her own and enjoying it, putting her mom mark on it. I loved it. Oh my goodness, I can't even explain, like, in my heart, just the gratitude I have for seeing my parents body able to just put up a ladder. I know it sounds crazy, like cheesy, but if you really think about it, and you have your children here and they're being able to share these moments with your parents, with your family, that they can put up decoration and enjoy it and have memories and build upon it, like that's amazing. And when I had my daughter Nara 4 years ago, it was a whirlwind of emotion. I literally got to the hospital at 10:01, got into a room finally because I was telling them my water broke, I'm having contractions. Okay, so let's just start off this whole day. Let me scratch that and tell you her birth story. This might be a long video. My parents were staying with us in August because I had been having not contractions but pain, and I literally felt, I was like, baby might come sometime soon, and there's some shopping I need to get done. And my parents came down for the weekend, and then we thought, you know what, that was Friday, so let's go to Flagstaff and meet with my family, because my family, my sister and her husband were there, and they wanted to like give us some baby gifts. And so I was like, okay, so let's go to Flagstaff, let's have some fun, let's go shopping. We went to Flagstaff, we met up with my sister and her husband and my niece Paige, and we had pho. So at the time, of course, I didn't have stomach cancer, I didn't have any of this gunk going on. So I had, of course, what did I have? A spicy bowl of pho. I'm gonna put a picture in because I love pho, and I love pho, and I miss pho. So here's my pho. Yes, I love pho. Okay, so we had pho in Flagstaff and we were just having the time of our lives. Literally, I was having spicy soup and everything, just taking it in. And then we went shopping. Got a ton of baby items. Sorry. We got a ton of baby items, other things we needed for the babies, like, I say babies when I meant baby. But then we also got some toys and some gifts for my other littles, because every time a baby is born, we have this little tradition where we get gifts for the olders, because I don't know if it's just part of like a mom or family thing, but that's what we do. And I'm not saying like it's required or we have to. It's just something we want to do. So towards the end of the whole fun we had in Flagstaff, we were thinking, should we go see a movie? But I felt my stomach and I felt crampy. And I was like, oh my goodness, what if I start going into labor like soon? And my parents were like, oh my gosh, we got to go back to the valley, because my husband wasn't with us. He was here working. It was just me and my littles and my parents meeting up my other family in Flagstaff. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I text my husband and I'm like, babe, we're headed back home. I'm feeling cramps. I feel like I might have the baby soon. And I was like, but we're coming home. We're coming home. My dad's just like, we need to get to Phoenix. We need to get to the valley, because what if you go into labor? And of course, he was driving very carefully, because, you know, we got to be careful. We get to the valley. It was at nighttime. So we get to the valley. It's like 8 o'clock. See my husband, put the kids to bed. And then I tell my husband that I still need to go to Burlington and Target, because I needed to get a couple of things. So we went to Ross and Target, got a couple of stuff. We never got to go to Burlington because it's like 40 minutes from where we lived at the time. So we went to bed. I woke up like around 6. I felt like I had to use the restroom. Now, at that point, I never had my water break with any of my other littles, so I didn't know how it felt. But as I started walking, I just feel all this wet fluid. And I'm like, am I going to the bathroom on myself? And I was like, oh my goodness. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think that was my water. So I took a shower and I was like, remember reading on one of the websites that if it's your water, you'll continue to leak. But I was like, I really needed to shower, because if I am going into labor, I want to shower. I want to be clean before I get to the hospital. So I showered, took a long shower, just felt like the warm heat, and it was so nice just being, poured over with warm water, and it felt so good. And then I felt a contraction, and I was like, oh my gosh. Jumped out of the shower, got ready, kind of told my husband, babe, I feel like I'm having a contraction and I think my water broke. And he was like, what? Your water broke? I'm like, yeah. And he was like, what? And I was like, I think like an hour ago. And he's like, you barely told me? And I was like, sorry, I just want to get a shower in, because I know if I told you, you're gonna be like, hon, let's go. And I don't want to go now, I want to shower. So it was kind of sad, because that was Saturday and my husband literally getting ready to leave our place for their men's breakfast at Golden Corral. But then I felt a contraction. So I told my husband, I was like, babe, I think I need you to stay. I'm so sorry, but I'm asking you to stay. Can we all go have breakfast like at IHOP or something? And then after that, we'll go to Burlington, and then after Burlington we'll go to the hospital and we'll have the baby. And then I was like, and plus today Naham's invited to a swimming party for his friend's birthday, so I still want my parents to take them. And he's like, you're crazy. He's like, let's just go to the hospital now. And I'm like, no, we should eat, because you need to eat too. I was like, once I get there, they're gonna tell me not to eat. So we all got in the vehicles. We were in our car. My parents were in their truck. We put the baby seats in my parents' vehicle. We put the swimming clothes, extra clothes, water stuff, everything for the birthday party in their vehicle. And our plan was to follow each other to go eat. So we're leaving in the vehicle, going out of the little area, going out the gate, and I remember it getting worse. So I told my husband, okay, we can't eat. I'm so sorry. I was like, we can't eat. What about we go to Burlington and then we stop for food and then we go? And he's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, no, let's do that. I really have to go to Burlington because I really need a, what do you call it? One of those boppy pillows. And he was like, okay. So my parents follow us all the way to the I-17 because there's like a big Burlington over there. And we go to Burlington. I remember we just go inside and everyone was walking ahead and I was walking with my husband. And I'm like, babe, once we get in, run to the back, grab the cutest boppy pillow. I was like, go there. I'm going to take my time. I'll walk how I can walk. But please, please, please get a boppy pillow. He was like, I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave you right here. And I was like, it's okay. It's okay. So my parents are walking with the kids. They're looking at other stuff because, of course, they wanted to get like receiving blankets and just other things since we're there. And I wasn't in too bad of... Oh, be careful. Okay, bring it over here. I'll help you. That's Nara. Bring it over here, babe. I'll help you. I'll help you. Oh, well, thank you for telling me. Oh, no, her tablet fell out of her case. Well, thank you for telling me, sweetheart. Yeah, that way it doesn't get broken, right? Yay! You're welcome. So sweet. So Delvin's getting the boppy pillow. I'm literally at the front just standing there rocking my hips. And I was like, and it was okay. It was tolerable. It was fine. Okay, hold on. It was tolerable. And I was like, okay. I know, I see, babe. And I was like, this is fine. This is okay. And I remember just standing there and this lady was like, are you okay? I told her, oh, I'm just having contractions. And she was like, girl, what are you doing here? Go to the hospital. And I was like, I'm fine. I really need a boppy pillow. And she was like, girl, you're crazy. And I'm like, I just need a boppy pillow because out of all of the other littles, I know I needed a boppy pillow. And I know I put it so late on the list. Like I should have done it right away, but I didn't. So finally we get to the checkout line. And we're just in the checkout line buying things. It felt literally like forever. I was like, oh my goodness, I really need to sit or something. So we got out to the vehicles. My parents prayed with us. We all held hands. They prayed over my baby, the belly. We all got in the vehicle, which was just Delvin and I. My parents went to go take my littles for breakfast and then take them to the party. So we were on our way to the hospital, which felt like an eternity. It felt like we hit every work light, working road, construction, yellow light, red light. We were behind every slow person imaginable. And I was telling my husband, don't drive crazy. We don't need a ticket. We just got to get to the hospital. And we got to where we were supposed to be at 10:01, and I told the lady, I've been having contractions. I think I'm going to have the baby. I'm pretty sure I broke my water. I've never had a water break before. And she was like, well, let's see if your water really did break. And I had to do the triage. Step on the scale. And then they did the NSTs to see if I really am having contractions. So I laid down and she put the little belts on me. Oh my gosh, I was just in a triage room. I did the urine sample, changed into a gown, and she put the belt on me and she was like, you're having contractions. And I'm like, yeah, I told you I'm having contractions. And she's like, these look pretty painful. And I was like, they are pretty painful. And she looked at me and she said, you're doing great. You don't look like you're in pain. And I was just like, I'm in pain. I'm in pain like this. I'm in pain. I was like, I'm like trying to be strong. We didn't have any labor and delivery rooms available. Oh gosh, what is this? Is this no now? So sorry. This is real mom life. Hey! Sorry. Look at this. Hey Sam. And want me to chase you? Hi, chase you. Chase you. Got you. Oh my gosh. He's so crazy. I can get you. Okay. But yeah, So I was crying because I was like, there's no labor and delivery room available. I'm gonna have my baby in the triage room. You silly. And so at that point, I was just like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have the baby in this triage room. And I started crying. And I told her, I was like, I don't know. I was just like, can you please go get like us a room? Like, please run, not walk. And I was like, I'm sorry if I'm being rude to you. And I was like, I'm sorry if I'm being rude to you. I was like, I just really don't want to have the baby in a triage room. And so I just started breathing, just breathing. And finally, she was like, we're gonna poke your arm with a needle so that they could put in, careful, so that they could put in an IV in case that I ever needed it, right? So, oh my gosh, my hair. Bye guys, can I talk with friends real quick? Let me talk with friends real quick, okay? Get up. Sorry. Come here. I do boo. 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 They placed an IV in my arm should I need it, and all I remember was pain. I was like breathing through it. And they were so impressed. They were like, wow, she doesn't have an epidural, like she's doing good. And they were so sweet, encouraging me. And out of all of our births, my husband and I, we have brought our essential oil diffuser because I love diffusing oils during my labor. I love that the room smells like lavender and peace and calming. And those are things that I really, really love. So, we've had our labor floors always diffusing the essential oil. That's actually one of the things I always put in my hospital bag. It was the oils themselves, and then the diffuser. And then I also, of course, have like baby items, the baby bag, the boppy pillow, the things I need. And then the other thing we do besides diffusing oils is play music. My husband brings his JBL and we play music while I'm in labor, and then my husband massages my back. Like, that's one of the special things that I really need. So I really need those 4 things: my oil diffuser, our JBL for the music, my husband's hands for massaging and holding me and everything, and then for the boppy pillow, because that makes a world of a difference. And so we didn't get to do any of that. And I was crying like, oh my gosh. I was like, the baby's gonna come. And I was telling her I need to push. And she's like, we haven't got the doctor in here to check you. You cannot push. And I'm like, I really need to push. And so they stroll me down the hallway to a labor floor, to a labor room where they said that an opening happened. I got in there, and the moment they strolled me in and they had the doctor look, I was pushing, and she was like, wait. So she put on her gown and I pushed, and right when I pushed, the baby came out, and I was like, Nara just arrived. Like, she just popped out and came, and I was so happy. And it was nice because from the moment we got to the hospital at 10:01, we had her at 10:51, and it was only 50 minutes long. Like, that's how long the whole process was, and we were so completely grateful. But as smooth as delivery was, and as smooth as everything else was, so everything had gone smooth. The birth had gone amazing. Baby was healthy. I was healthy. But we... Oh, So we went to a recovery room, and I was in there for, of course, my postpartum delivery. And an hour after having the baby, I hemorrhaged. I just remember my husband's family bringing in some Chipotle. Sorry, something's in my eye. My husband's family brought in some Chipotle for me, and I was so completely happy because I love Chipotle. And I remember I was gonna eat it, but I felt so sick to my stomach. My stomach started cramping, and I felt woozy, and I felt all this heat and like down by my legs. And I told my husband, I don't feel good. I don't feel so good. And I guess I fell unconscious and I was hemorrhaging and I was bleeding so much that I guess I fell unconscious. Give me a moment, sorry. I woke up in the ICU. I didn't know from the time that I had fell unconscious to the time I woke up that I hemorrhaged so badly where I damaged a heart muscle because I coded, and they called in a crash cart. My husband said that literally from the moment he pushed that the nursing bell where you call the call light, oh my gosh, from the moment he pressed the call light, a nurse came in and she was like, what happened? And he's like, she just fell unconscious. And they lifted up the blanket and they saw just blood, and they pressed the light for coding, I guess, and they called like a code blue, and they brought in a crash cart. And my husband told me that there was like literally 30 people in there. There was my doctor, Dr. Kimchi, sitting on me doing CPR, trying to like help me. And I remember my midwife was in there, my OB was there. Well, I don't remember that, but I remember afterwards. And I just remember my husband telling me like it was so scary. Like they came in, they rushed him out of there, and all he could do was watch from the window everything that was going on. He said that he couldn't even call my parents. He couldn't call anyone to update them because he was in shock. He didn't really know what was going on. He was trying to process it, and in return, he didn't know what was going to happen to me. And they brought in 4 bags of blood that they gave to me through transfusion. Yeah, honey. Oh, I just remember waking up in the ICU and I was kind of like, what happened? And I had an allergic reaction. I don't know if it was to the blood that was transfused in me. And it was crazy because just days before, like a week before going into labor, I had a transfusion done anyways because I was anemic through my whole pregnancy. I'm normally anemic in general, like in my life, and my reading was at a 5 for my anemia. And I was like, oh my gosh, like the lowest is 9 or something, but I was at a 5. Like that was scary, like too dangerous. So I remember getting a transfusion and I had that done twice. So a week before and then 4 days before, and they gave me that to help me like prevent a dangerous thing. And then here I hemorrhaged and I still needed a transfusion with 4 bags of blood. And when I woke up in ICU, I remember feeling this intense emotion like, oh my gosh, I'm alive, where's my baby? And I was like, where's my husband? And the doctor came in and told me my brother-in-law was going to come in and visit me. So my brother-in-law, he came in, he checked on me, and he brought me food, and he told me that he just visited my husband and baby and that they were doing fine. And the nurses were going up and down the floors giving me like information. And my husband would call me when he can on his phone, but I was so intensely happy. I was so thankful to be alive and to have my baby. And like, I think that's why with her birthday, putting up the things and not only knowing that I have stomach cancer and lupus, but I was appreciating life. That I'm here to celebrate my 4-year-old, that I'm here to celebrate this. And after that moment, the doctors told me like with each pregnancy, it would get riskier and riskier. My chances of hemorrhaging would double with each pregnancy. So she was our baby number 4. Which we were like, we're not gonna have any more. I don't want to gamble with my life. Like we trust God and we know He has a plan. And as badly as I want a large family, I want to be here. I want to live for my children. So we did birth control, and as we all know, that doesn't work. And that's how I had my 5th baby. Just having the birthday of our 4-year-old and remembering everything we went through at that time of her birth and how scary it was, but all for the glory of God because I'm living and our children are healthy. And God is still so, so good. And just putting up the balloons and everything was so endearing and heartwarming, and able to share these memories for my children to build these memories with their grandparents and be able to look back on it and have those memories. Like, to me, I appreciate life so much more. I've been through so much. My husband and I have had 6 miscarriages, and we just appreciate life. And it's like, every moment that happens, I just appreciate it so much now, like 10 times more than I did. And even with this cancer, it puts everything in perspective with like a lens. When I see things, I'm like seeing it in a different light, in a different context, and really appreciating the space and the meaning behind everything. So I really like that. But here it goes with one of the songs that I want to share with you. I actually have it on my screen. I have a song that I want to share with you that we sang at church 2 Sundays ago. So basically, our family was here. We had the celebration and everything, and that was really nice. And then the next day on a Sunday, we went to church and we were singing a song. Now, this song is like widely popular. And to tell you the truth, I've heard this song so many times that it kind of just was a little watery in the sense that I just heard it so much. But we sang it at church, and I literally was able to chew it down and dissect it word by word and just really, really center myself on it and let the words just speak to me and let the Holy Spirit move me and help me to understand it. And so I saw this song in a whole new light, which I'm going to share with you. So the song is called Great Are You, Lord, and there are so many different artists who sing this song. The one I have up right now is All Sons and Daughters. Hi, baby. And this is my 4-year-old, Nara.
I'm cold.
You're cold?
Yeah.
Go get a blanket, puppies.
Okay.
Okay? Go get a blanket. So, I'm going to share with you, I'm just going to kind of read the verses, the lyrics, and just kind of talk about it. Starts off with, you give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness. You give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord. And when I first started singing that at church, I bawled. The tears were running down my face. I didn't care who was looking. I didn't see anyone. And you give life, you are love. Like, literally, Jesus gives life and he is love. He brings light to the darkness. At every dark area in your life, no matter what it is, no matter what the trials, the challenges are, it's crazy. Sorry. And even it goes to say that, like, not all darkness means dark. Darkness can be like, maybe you have everything you ever wanted. Maybe you have all the things in the world that you could feel that just fill you up, but you are still incredibly lonely. Because that happens. I live in this huge city, yet I still feel lonely sometimes. I have great family members, yet I still feel lonely sometimes. And so it's a real thing. Loneliness is a real thing. And he says, like, you give love and you give life. You bring light to the darkness. You give hope. You restore. And I was reading this and I'm like, you give hope. You give me hope. You give me hope that I'm going to beat this cancer. You give me hope that you are bigger than my cancer. You give hope, and you give me hope that I will be able to run freely with my children. You give me hope that our homeschool will shape and just grow our children. You give me hope that is greater than all the things that I face. You give me hope, and you restore. You restore what has been hurt. You restore what's been broken. You restore everything in life that needs restoration. And it's like, great are you, Lord. And I sang that, and I thought, great are you, Lord. Great are you, Lord, that I'm able to be here to celebrate my daughter's 4th birthday. Great are you, Lord, that my marriage is where it's at. Great are you, Lord, that all the things I've done in my life, whatever it is, no matter where I fall, where I come short, you are here. Great are you, Lord, that no matter the trials I face, I'm not alone. And great are you, Lord, that even though I look for friendships and I want a friend who I can just call my best friend, I look for that. I want that. And I don't have that, but you are my greatest friend. I will find my true peace and comfort within you, God. Like, it's amazing. It's your breath in our lungs. It's his breath in my lungs. It's his breath in my lungs that breathe for me. It's his breath in his lungs that give me the ability to love on my family. It's his breath in my lungs that molds me as a person to be patient and loving and to be kind and respectful, to tell the truth and be honest. It's his breath in my lungs. So we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs. So we pour out our praise to you only. And with all of these feelings that I had and singing this song, like, it's your breath in our lungs, like, isn't that amazing? God's breath is in our lungs. And when we speak, it's to be godly. And when we live and when we sing, it should be glorifying God. So after those couple of stands, it says, all the earth will shout your praise, our hearts will cry, these bones will sing, great are you, Lord. And when I was singing that, I thought, like, I have cancer, but you're bigger than this. And it said, like, these bones will sing. And I'm like, yes, these bones will sing. Whatever I've been through, whatever's gonna come, I'm here and I'm singing through. I'm here and I'm loving through. I'm here and I'm going to praise you, God. Like, great are you, Lord. And it's a lot. All the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. And it says that, like a couple of times. God is good. God is still so, so good. I'm going to end this here. I'm sorry. We have a person coming in. Give me one moment. Okay, sorry. It was actually the UPS guy. Yeah, Dad got some mail. But we are expecting the DirecTV person to come because the Cox guy, to come because our internet's been crazy. I hope you guys have a really good afternoon and a really good evening. I'm working on a question video where I'm just answering some questions. I'm working on that right now. Also working on like my vlogging tips, and so that's what I have to put out next. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my community and for my subscribers who are new. Thank you, Ahia. Thank you for coming along. I will be going up north this week as my uncle we're having a funeral for my uncle. Other than that, I'm hoping to meet my friend Beth this week. Beth is amazing. Oh my goodness, guys. She's amazing. She's, see, I can't even talk right. That's how amazing she is. She's this sweet mom. She's so, so sweet. She has a heart for Native education, kind of like how I am, like with my Navajo homeschooling. She's just a mom who's passionate about it. She does everything that I wish I could be doing. I've always wanted to make flashcards and worksheets, and I just haven't had the time, but Beth has that. She has the skill and the heart to do so. So I encourage you guys to go ahead and follow Beth at the Alexan Exchange. She's really so sweet. I really couldn't be proud of her. She's a new friend that I made this past year, and I'm so, so completely thankful for her. Her channel is amazing because she really does show like the real and genuineness of being a Navajo mom, stay-at-home mom, also an entrepreneur because she has so many great ideas. She had a market that she went to sell her items. She's having like a sale or something right now, but please go check her out on Facebook. I think she's on Facebook. She has her own blog, but check her out on Instagram as well as her YouTube channel, and just let her know that she's amazing. Because she really is, and I really like her. I support her for all she does. She's a really good mom. I love seeing other moms who just love on their families, build them up, and do the best they can for their families. And she's that. Like, she encourages me and she teaches me, and she's also someone who I'm inspired by to love on my children in ways that we can, to teach them, give them respect, and to be like a decent Navajo woman. And she's an incredible wife, and so I really love her. She's probably like one of my favorite Native YouTubers, aside from just being my friend. I'm glad I became friends with her, and yeah, so I'm really, really excited. But also, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone, and I'll see you next time. Have a really good evening. I hope you guys are going to have some good food. It's Monday Night Football, and I'm gonna go get to the rest of the stuff, actually get some dinner going now. We're having some Italian pizza, and all of you guys listed some amazing dinners that you had on my last post. Oh my goodness. Someone talked about like a really good fruit salad, and I want fruit salad too. But have a good evening, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.